Hey guys, welcome to next Selenium tutorial. So in this tutorial we are going to see how can we do actions on our browser, one of the browser controller called scroll bar, right? So in any web application, right? One web application cannot accommodate in a single browser window. So we have to scroll down or scroll up or scroll left or scroll right, right? So these are the different browser controllers. Why it is special in Selenium, right? So because Selenium will not have any control over those browser controllers. So it has few controllers like refresh the button, refresh the web page, close the browser or maximize the browser, or some of the actions like move forward, move backward, like that. This kind of a web browser controller Selenium has. But if you go for your scroll up or down or scroll left or scroll right, these controllers, right? So Selenium does not have directly control the browser. So for that, what Selenium provides, right? Selenium has JavaScript executor support. So using JavaScript, we can use our some of the methods from that, and you can do scroll up or scroll down or horizontal left or right. So these are the different browser controls that we can do, right? Let us see what we today's agenda. So today we are going to see in this video scroll up and scroll down or scroll to a particular web element in the web application, right? So scroll left and scroll right for horizontal scroll bar side. We are going to see in the next video. So in this video we are going to see scroll up and scroll down and web element scroll. So these are the three different operations today we are going to learn, right? So what are the methods that we are going to use, right, in today? So we can use JavaScript methods like scroll by and scroll into view. So these are the three different methods that we are going to see, right? So, right, before to that, right, let's see what is a scroll bar in any web application. So before moving on to our concept, guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I will make tutorials on our Selenium WebDriver and Java for testers and other testing technologies. I'll make videos. So please subscribe to my channel, right? Thanks for subscribe to my channel, guys. And let's move on to scroll bar. So if you take any web application, right, guys, you can see in the right side, right, this is the scroll bar, right? So this web page has only up and down scroll bar. It doesn't have left right, right? So this is the scroll bar. So this browser has this control. So this is the browser controller. It's not with your web application. So like you this back and forward, refresh, minimize, maximize, close, scroll down, scroll up, or move left or right. So these are the browser controllers, right? So Selenium doesn't have any control over on these browser controllers. Selenium controls only the web application what we are seeing over here, right? So if you see the other web application, right, this has horizontal bars, left and right. You can do scroll, right? So we are going to see this left and right in the next video. So in this video we are going to concentrate only on the up and down scrolls, right, guys? So let us move into programming. Let's get started. So I'm going to take athro.com. So in this, what we have to first do, right? So we have to take the JavaScript executor because Selenium does not provide any methods to do scroll up or scroll down. Okay, so we have to give the control driver control to JavaScript executor, right? Using this JavaScript executor, we can do scroll up or scroll down, right? So this JavaScript executor has two different methods. That is, one is execute script, another one is execute async script. So let's take execute script. So in this, we have to give the JavaScript in double quotes, right? So if you want to verify anything, right, whether it is working or not, you can go to your browser's developer control, right? So let's press F12 in your keyboard, and you can see over here, right, under console tab, you can write your JavaScript over here, and you can try your JavaScript whether it is working or not, right? Let's try something like so this is the browser controllers, right? This scroll up or down. So browser controllers always starts with window. Let's take window dot uh, let's take scroll, right? So we are going to see today, right, this scroll by. So here based on the pixel values we can scroll. So initially this is going to be x axis, another one is going to be a y axis, right? You can give a y axis over here, right? So press enter over here, you can see it is moved, right? Let us execute one more time. It is in the top. Again execute the same. You can see over here it is scrolled down little, right? Let us scroll some more pixel, say for example 1500 pixels. Let us scroll down. So say from the current position it will scroll down up to 1500 pixels. This works on x and y based on the pixel values, right? Let's see, it is in the top corner. Let's execute this. You can see over here this scroll bar has come down to half, right? So this is the one of the method that it is providing. And if you want to scroll up, right, we have to use negative values in the y-axis value, so right? So now it is in the middle of the your web application. So when once you execute this line, right, it will go up, right? Let's execute and see, right? You can see over here it is went up. So the same JavaScript execute these JavaScript, right, we have to use in our Selenium script over here in inside this double quotes, right? So what I'm going to do first, right, I'm going to execute this window dot scroll by with 1500 scripts, and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for some time, that is thread dot sleep. I'll give a hard wait. So guys, this is not recommended to use the thread dot sleep directly in Selenium. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to scroll up. So this is works for scroll down this line, and this is going to be scroll up, right? So let us wait over here also for some moment, right? So over here let's give only 3 seconds, right guys? So note down guys, so we have to use JavaScript executor to scroll up or scroll down, because Selenium doesn't provide the support for scroll up and scroll down. So we have to use the same script over here, scroll by, right? So let us try running. What will happen now? After that, let me close that driver dot close and give it in the finally block as well. Let's give it here. If any exception occurs, it will close that driver. Right guys, so let us try this one and see what happens. Let's try running it. So it has to open apple.com and it has to scroll down. It's in the up, it's scrolled went down and it scrolled up, right? So let us give some more wait over here before it is loading. Let us give some 6 or 7 seconds over here because it's taking time to load. Before that, it is the actions are unfinished, right? Let's try running again. So it is loading, completely loaded. So it is up, and you can see, right, it is went down and it again went up, right? So this is the actions that we have seen, right? So we have given that 1500 pixels plus value and negative values in the 1500, right? So this is the different actions that we can see how to scroll up or down, right? So next one will be like how can we scroll to the bottom of your web application, like, so whenever you open your application, right, we don't know which browser end users are going to open your web application, be it your mobile device or be it your tab or your any OS, right? So we doesn't know how many pixels each device has, right? So for that, what Selenium JavaScript provides, right guys, let's try that as well. So JavaScript provides can type document dot body. So over here, if you type over here, right, guys, so scroll height. So this gives you the amount of pixels that complete application takes in your any web application browser, right? So when you press enter, right, it gives the total number of pixels, right? So let us use this in our script. So same we have to take, and let us see how much it is taking. So instead of giving the hard values, let's give this directly over here. So what this will do, it will first take the total number of pixels for the complete web application in the particular browser, and it scroll down to the bottom of your screen. So that is what this is going to do, right? So let us execute and try running this. This has to maximize and open the athro.com. Wait for 7 seconds, and it has to scroll down 4500 pixels and scroll up 4500 pixels and come to the bottom of the screen, right? You can see, right, it went out to the bottom of the screen and it closed the browser. So this is the use of your scroll height method, right? So make sure you are getting the complete pixel using the document.body dot scroll height, right? So these are the different three methods that we can see, right? So this is going to be a bottom of the screen or web application in any browser on any device. So it dynamically takes your pixel in any device and it scrolls to the bottom of the screen, right? So that is the one. So next one, what we are going to see, right? So if you want to scroll to any particular web element in your application, right? So I want to navigate to your Facebook or any this Instagram or some of the any link or any web element in the particular web application. So how can we scroll to that particular web element, right? So let us comment this part and let's try. Same, let's take it here, scroll to web element, to any web element. So what our JavaScript provides the method, right, guys? So here we can see, right, so before to that, right, we have to find out what is the web application, that web element. Let's comment this part. Let's take the web element first. So driver dot find element by, let's find out the element which one we wanted to scroll into. Let us take as XPath, and XPath is going to be title and XPath. This is going to be take relative XPath. That tag name going to be anchor tag and title attribute. This is going to be a web element. Web element Facebook. So I wanted to scroll into Facebook web application, right? So let us comment all these and then try that. So over here, what we have to do, we cannot use this. Instead of what we have to do, we have to use arguments of 0 dot scroll into view, right? Here we have to give the what web element you wanted to scroll into, right? So this is the method it uses. Let us wait for some moment here. and then we'll try now. So now it has to wait for 7 seconds and it has to navigate, scroll into, let's try this, some exception we are getting. So the exception inside invalid selector exception, right guys? So we have given invalid, yeah, this export is incorrect, so that's why we are getting that error. Let's try whether this export is correct or not. Right guys, just put it over here. Yeah, we get it can find. So let's try running again. So now it has to find your web element and it has to scroll to your Facebook link. Right, it has to wait for 7 seconds and it has to scroll to the bottom. So again, we are getting some exception, JavaScript error, argument is not defined. Right, so argument, so this argument method is incorrect, so we have to give arguments. So these are different method, different exceptions that we may face when you are writing your JavaScript executor. Let's try again. I think so, yeah, you can see over here, right, it has went down and it is scrolled to based on the Facebook link. So these are the different methods that we can use using our JavaScript executor. You can like scroll down or a scroll up. These are the different methods, right? So we have seen four different types that how can we scroll, right, using your JavaScript. One is how to scroll down or how to scroll up, and using your scroll height we can dynamically scroll to the bottom of the screen, and based on that your web element also we can scroll, right? So the this method we can use for horizontal scroll also, right? So over here, right, if you are giving minus value over here, right, so this will take the plus value and it will go down, but if you are taking your minus value it will go up as well. So like the way how we have done scroll down and scroll up, so we can use the same for my plus value and negative values, right guys? So we have one more method, right, so to scroll up and scroll down like what we have said initially, that is let's take that. Is directly you can give the scroll method, right? This also will scroll into your particular up or down. So over here we have to give x and y axis, like we have to give like this. So this is if you are giving y axis value it will go down, and if you are giving x axis it will go up. That is the values that it takes, right? So let us give 0 here. So this is going to be a scroll down and this is going to be scroll up, right? So let us comment this part and execute this, right guys? Let's try running now. You can see over here it is here and it has to go down and it has to come up. You can see it is coming down and it went up. So these are the different methods that you can do scroll down or scroll up, right? So we have seen, right, so uh, just 6 different methods how can we do scroll up or scroll down, right? So that's all from this video guys. In the next video we will see how can we scroll left and right, right, using a JavaScript executor. And if you love watching my video, please like my video and share it with your friends. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done already. Thanks for watching guys. Thank you.